And I used to walk here to the cemetery.
Okay.
The cemetery was right here.
Oh, wow.
And it all went in. And I kept looking for his casket because he was buried in a casket.
Oh, damn. So it literally like washed away?
Yeah. Because of Great Lakes power, they keep releasing water illegally. You know what? I know a miracle's going to happen. I just know it. We have a broken country. It's very broken. It's beautiful, it's broken.
Yeah.
How could we, as humans, support war over in other countries by giving them our taxpayer money?
Yeah.
No. This was the first how I started, and then I started working on all my paintings.
Yeah, you wanted to basically illustrate your...
Yeah, and so what I was concerned about was the moon. There was a symbol in the moon, symbols in the moon, and it kept clouding over, and there's these people like silhouettes in front of me, and I was really worried. I said, the war, there's going to be a bad war, and I felt it's Iran, and everybody says, no, it's not Iran, everything else, and then I go, no, I don't know.
When was this?
This was back in September, October last year. Something in the moon. And then it went away, and then it came back, and I was really scared, and I don't want to have the third dream. I'm afraid of the third dream.
So you essentially predicted a war? So
Iran will start it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, it's already noontime because I decided to wake up late. This morning, I forgot to turn my damn alarms on, but whatever. We're out of the Airbnb now, and I am going to see a lady named Joni. I actually met her yesterday. She has a museum literally on her property deep into the woods here, kind of surrounded by this provincial park, crown land. It's literally just forest out there. There's probably a lot of wilderness. It's actually right next to basically where I was last night filming the my campsite area by the river. So we're gonna head on in there and see what it is that she has to show us, because she invited me. I told her I'd be here about noon, 12:30, so we're pretty much right on time. Let's head on into the woods and see what's there. And so the adventure begins. We are going back. Apparently there's a fort all the way back here, which is kind of crazy, but go figure. She did mention that the kids got to it and basically started destroying things, but I want to see what else she has and what she can tell me about this area as well, because I had a lot of questions, a lot of questions about this area. So should be there in a few minutes. And we've made it back to the crossroads. Somebody's property over there, but we are going this way towards the garage sale. The forever garage sale, apparently. Let's see if anybody's out there. This is so funny. There's that freaking gate that just is absolutely destroyed. We've got the forever garage sale still going strong. Alright, so this is pretty much where we need to be. Apparently her museum is just back there. So she told me go around the loopy thingy and I guess park. I don't know which one's hers though, but I recognize her car is there.
Hi, Angelo!
Hello!
I love these rafts on the river.
Yeah.
You know, you just go down.
Oh yeah, those are so cool.
I came back from BC and they did these river raft rides. And sometimes it went really slow, but I think, you know what, something like that would be awesome here.
Yeah, makes sense. Wow. This is a really cool spot.
Thinking of making a living, that would be a beautiful hobby for the summertime. And then you can make money at it too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. So all the prime ministers are on that. It's an old lookout tower. So as you were saying, your dad built all of this.
My dad built the fort itself.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
This came back. I think this was developed in '72, 2 years before he died, because he died in 1974.
Okay.
Mr. Turcot. Yeah.
Huh. Very interesting.
Here in the early 2000s, I believe. Well, my dad. Okay, there's 3 original owners. It's Mr. Turcot, a doctor from California, Mr. Frank Rogers, and then our corporation family.
Okay.
And he was buried over here. There was a cemetery. It was a legal cemetery. It was Ontario owned. Mr. Turcot and his wife donated it to the government of Canada.
Yeah.
And all that's left is that one pillar over there.
Oh, wow.
And I believe there was 16 of them that encased the cemetery.
Okay.
It's called the Turcot family cemetery.
Do you know how many people were buried here?
Just him and his wife
Oh,
and
okay.
the dog.
Oh,
Dogs,
okay.
to me, dogs are considered near human. Maybe even better than human.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're friendlier than most.
Exactly.
Wow, what a beautiful spot.
Now, with these trees, try to figure out what happened to these trees. They're still alive, but the wall,
Oh,
the wall
okay.
fell over.
And
Because
pushed
it wasn't
everything.
maintained. Nobody
Yeah.
was maintaining it when, after Mr. Turcot died.
Mhm.
Mrs. Turcot tried to sell it to the town, but they refused. She tried to sell it back to the province. They refused. So a doctor from the States,
Oh, okay.
and he had some ideas. And I found paper, what he wanted. He wanted to build an inn here,
Mhm.
pine log inn or something. And he didn't. It was too cheap to hire anybody to look after the place.
Yeah.
They just came in and squatted and destroyed.
Right.
And it's sad because you look at this building here. That was the other turret, like I was telling you, 4 of them
Yeah.
on each corner. And that's what they all looked like when we first came here.
Mhm.
And my dad says it's still salvageable.
Yeah.
I've worked too much already. I
Yeah.
can't work anymore. And I used to walk here to the cemetery.
Okay.
The cemetery was right here.
Oh, wow.
And it all went in. And I kept looking for his casket because he was buried in a casket.
Oh, damn. So it literally like washed away?
Yeah, because of Great Lakes Power, they keep
Right.
releasing water
Yeah.
illegally. And 2008 was when they did a lot of damage
Mm.
here. And going back to the burial site, I tried to get as much help. No one would help.
Yeah.
No one. Not a soul. Actually, a couple of people from Wawa did try, but nobody in the government.
Right. Wanted to
No,
do anything.
No, and you know what? Curses to them. I don't
Yeah.
like to curse people, but I curse all of them that didn't help.
Yeah.
But I know that
mean,
there's-
it is the government. They usually don't do very much,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But you know what? I know a miracle's going to happen.
Mhm.
I just know it.
So you think it's the casket is somewhere in the water?
Well, it
Most
could
likely?
be, or it could be underneath this mound of trees.
Right.
I'm still figuring that it's underneath this mound because in
Yeah.
2017 they found a human femur.
Oh, damn.
Just down the river from us.
Yeah.
And so they had the police come in, underground discovery gadgets and stuff,
Mhm.
and they had divers go in, and they couldn't find anything. Her urn is in there. She had a beautiful rose quartz urn.
Right.
It's in the water, but no remnants. And then I asked if it was Mr. Turcot's remains,
Yeah.
and they'd go, no, it wasn't his. So I did hear that it wasn't him. So
But they couldn't figure out whose it was.
no. So there's still a lot of mystery.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, because you know what? If they had worked on this right away, because who knows, maybe his bones are going to be found later on, and they're going
Right.
to have to do another investigation, more tax dollars,
Mhm.
money, when they could have protected this by doing their due diligence,
Yeah.
and by, fencing it in somehow with stones and rock. Because between the M&R and Great Lakes Power, they're their culprits. of
Mhm.
this. And if we continue allowing them to do that, we could kiss our animals goodbye, kiss our wildlife, our waterfowl, because they're destroying nests every year. There used to be a beautiful nesting in here, and with the water going up and down, it washes the nest away.
Right.
They don't want to hear that, but
Well,
you know.
It's okay.
I want it out.
We're here to tell the truth, so
Thank you. I love that.
there's always things that happen in places, and a lot of times, even where I'm from, believe it or not, I had a little bit of a kerfuffle, we'll call it, with the
Okay.
mayor of Brampton, and he
Okay.
actually blocked me on Twitter, which I'm pretty sure is illegal.
Yes.
However, he just doesn't like criticism. So yeah, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's the government.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what? You can't get me work. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, the government is no friend of ours.
No.
And you know another thing? We have a broken country.
Mhm.
It's very broken. It's beautiful, but
Yep.
it's broken.
Yeah.
How could we, as humans, support war over in other countries
Mm-hmm.
by giving them our taxpayer money?
Yeah.
No, because they're going to come here. There's going to be a war here one day. And we got to look after our own. And if they're sending money over there and there's kids dying in the street from
Right.
drugs overdoses stuff, come on. Somewhere it's all wrong.
Yeah.
We got to start being, I've got to get a licking on the bum once in a
Yeah.
while for those kids. Like, hey, I got a lot of them
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I won't get caught the next time. I'm just more careful not getting caught. But I was a little brat, so I'll admit that. I'm trying to be really good now. So this is, like I said, this is that turret there. Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
you know what? If there's anybody out there in wonderful land, if you want to come here and help me build this, you and I can live here forever.
For sure. Yeah, that'd be a cool little
It's so cool.
vacation
Actually,
spot.
Valerie Palmer, my artist friend, stayed here one winter. And if she could do it, anybody can. Because she's an amazing lady. Yeah. And she did a lot of paintings in here because I still find some of her oil painting.
Oh, wow,
on
okay.
logs and stuff, yeah. And this is the Glass Bottle Church.
Oh, wow.
Made of 3,600 beer, wine, and liquor bottles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mr. Joe Cortez of
That
Wall,
is
Ontario.
Wild. What an idea.
His son Robert is an amazing artist. He's gifted with wood. And he builds stuff. And this is what his dad did. So
That is cool.
strong genes in the family here.
For sure.
So I use it as a storage shed for now. But I would like to make it, like, how you say church? I just want to have it. I want to make it a building of spirituality, I guess.
Sure.
Because there's too many religions in the world. Which one is right? We don't know. So you be the boss. I'll be the boss. We'll figure it out through kindness only, though. So in each of these bottles, there were little surprises put inside. Marriage certificates, death certificates,
Wow.
photos of loved ones, money, jewelry, you name it. They were all in here.
Yeah.
My dad even said he put $200 in here back in 1974 when it was just finished being built. That's a lot of money back then.
1974?
Yeah.
Well, now it's probably worth about $100.
And so with this, all done, like, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It shone through. 2 local girls from Walla got married here.
Okay.
And Mr. Woodford, God bless his soul, he's passed, but he officiated the wedding.
Yeah.
One of the weddings for sure. But this is inside, and it had those little table chairs there. And
Yeah.
then the thing where the priests or the minister talked, a little organ up there. It was set up. I got pictures inside the museum that you could look at. But it was really nice. And all the bottles were capped.
Yeah.
But, and everybody blames it on the kids.
Yeah.
No. There's older people that come in and destroy.
Well, if they saw something valuable, they'd come and take it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it when they blame the kids on
Yeah,
this,
it's usually kids. So I do a lot of abandoned places. It's
exactly,
usually
yeah.
the kids, but
Yeah.
trust me, sometimes adults show up too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we both agree on that.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, so in our kind of community, I'm good, thank you. So in our community of like doing abandoned places, because I used to do it a lot, not so much anymore, but we have a rule where we only take photos, leave footprints, and take nothing, and damage nothing, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times we don't even share where locations actually are, because otherwise it ends up like this, right? So it's very unfortunate, but
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that this is here because
Yeah.
it's been, and they go, wow, and they love the history
Yeah.
and stuff. Eh?
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm hoping, that something magical will happen. And
Yeah.
I have a feeling it will. I just have a feeling. And this is the Fort Museum. Agnes called it the
Oh, wow.
Pioneer Museum.
Yeah.
And she had so many antiques in there. They were beautiful. I'd come in as a kid. I think it was about age 5 when it was finally opened. It's giving me I'm not giving my age away.
No worries.
But anyway, it was so cool inside.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah. But the best part was walking along the fence.
Yeah.
On the top part of the of the walls. It was just gorgeous. Like I'm being a kid again. I'm even thinking as a kid again.
Yeah.
Like it was just so magical here. And you know what? For all the work the Turcots did, all the work my dad did for them, and all the good people, Mrs. Overton, there's so many good families in Wawa that helped the Turcots out. And it's sad.
Yeah.
That, you know. Yeah. But you know what? It'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It's starting to look good. So I made this circle. Well, Agnes had this circle here. So I don't know what her intentions were with it, but there was a monument in the middle, and they even stole that.
Oh, wow.
And the flag. So I got a new flagpole and I put
Yeah.
the flag up. I planted all these trees here. So I made a deal with Mrs. Smitham. So I sold her my little trailer, and I got all her beautiful amethysts from Thunder Bay.
Okay.
So I put it all around the circle in honor of her husband, Paul, and in honor of other loved ones. So we call it the Healing Circle. And it's for everybody. And I tell people to walk around. And if you're into rocks, I'm into rocks now. I never was, but like I'm a kid at heart.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of older people that love picking rocks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
looking at them. So anyway, I go, and I could try to see, I could figure out, okay, is that person a rock person or not? But I try, I go, well, walk around, because some people just, you go, oh, look at that sparkle.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking diamond rings, and I don't wear stuff like that. But anyway, I go, walk around, pick a stone that's talking to you. They go, really? Yeah. And they just get so excited. It's like they're a little kid again.
Yeah.
Like, these are 60-year-old people.
Yeah.
And I love it, you know? So this is called the Healing Circle.
Nice.
Yeah, in memory of Agnes and her husband, too. And I planted all these goodies here from friends that gave me plants. Jean de Gagne and his wife, Emma, gave me some flowers in here. And they even came and planted them.
Right.
I can go, wow. You know, how many good friends do you have like that?
Of course.
You know, you treasure them. They're good people. And so when we came here, there was no windows. They were all broken. There was a big hole in the ceiling.
Of course.
And they had hanging things. It looks like they were killing moose
Okay.
on the property, because there's moose that come through here.
Yeah.
And that they were using it to hang the moose. And I go, how disrespectful. But anyway, so I put a new roof on, got new windows in, got the kids to paint everything.
Yeah.
And there's beautiful paintings underneath here that Cassie Wright's grandma had made.
So these are the original paintings? Like this is how it was done?
I started trying to
Fix it?
but
Restore it a little bit?
this one over here is really good.
Okay.
If you look at these ones over here, Angelo, there's Ron White from Wawa. He's an excellent karate fella. He did these paintings here, and they're in excellent shape because the sun didn't.
Oh, wow,
bleach
yeah.
them.
Look at that.
He did this.
That's
and
beautiful.
he's actually the one that did the painting of the prime ministers.
Okay.
So that's the voyageurs coming up along the river. And here's another one over here. I like this one here that he did.
Wow.
And there's two beautiful empty ones in the back here because the wall was here at
Yeah.
one time. And if you look here,
So it kind of blocked the sun out.
there's all my ivy is growing. I grew this ivy too, but there's three white ones, ready for the perfect artist to come out here.
Just blank slate, ready to go.
I love some of that street art that they're doing, and there's this one guy who did a picture of a man behind the old motel in Wawa. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's beautiful. I should actually show it to you. It's a beautiful painting, and I want them to come out here. And for the last 20-something years, I have been collecting stuff. I'm a hoarder.
Okay.
So my daughter said, Mom, we don't want any of your junk. I go, junk? Junk. These are treasures. They're memories. This is a painting I did. It's something to do with my dream.
Okay.
I'll explain about it a little bit later because it's really, really deep.
Okay.
But welcome to my little museum.
Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, wow.
Now, my dad built all of this up here. So I wanted to keep everything as original as
Yeah.
I could. And my Uncle Joe for Sage came up from Southern Ontario to help build the rock walls. And that's where my dad learned how to build rock walls and stuff. And all the buildings at the Walla Motor Hotel, with all the fireplaces, that's my dad's work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I helped furnish. That's about all I did.
Cool.
But yeah, so this place holds a lot of good memories. Like Agnes had wild animals stuffed over here, stuffed animals. She had souvenirs, a big old time bed. So what I did, I found out that there was some furniture from, here's a picture of my dad that Bob Patterson had sketched.
Oh, wow.
Way back when.
Yeah.
But I picked up this bedroom set from the Eagle's Nest. It's a single bed, and it has a little nightstand.
Cool.
So I did a little bit of online work, and I noticed that the small one here, they're asking $1,800 for that.
For the side table?
Just for the side table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's like a tin.
Yeah.
Aluminum. They don't make that anymore.
Yeah.
So I got that. I picked this old antique up from, it came from High Falls, and that goes back to the early
Wow.
1900s. It's a
Yeah.
map drawer. And here's the picture of the fort that a friend of Mr. Turcot had painted. That's an original. And he painted the fort. That's what it used to look like, similar to that.
Yeah.
And all these paintings on the walls here. Last October, I just got over being quite ill, and so we were going to have an MHS reunion this year. So I made a deal to myself. I'm going to make 70 paintings for these people and make them cheap enough so that everybody can take one.
Right.
home. So I managed to do it because I was working on all these paintings. I didn't have a few not finished yet, and they canceled the thing. So I said, that's okay. I'll have an online thing for it.
Right.
But I don't know what I'm going to do. But I just painted that as, and just to be stubborn, and I did it. So I was happy. I love this painting. This is a painting I did at Old Woman. The Old Woman's on this side.
Oh, wow.
And this is on the other side as you go to Old Woman. Here's Old Woman here. So you have it on this side and that.
Yeah.
And that's my work I did. Silver Falls. And my late artist friend Lawrence Nickel.
Okay.
That's his work. Looking at the river, because he came here
Yeah.
just before he died. He did that one too.
Wow.
And so, doing my paintings, this is out on the beach here. This is called Spirit Island.
Okay.
So I wanted to do like a sunset. I was just playing around. Wasn't really thinking of anything. So I started brushing, and I seen this turtle, and so I stopped all painting. So this painting is going to somebody that is of turtle family, like a native. It's calling somebody, and I'll know who it is when they come through that doorway.
Okay.
It might sound weird, but that's just how life works for me. I like this one too that I did. This is coming down to Old Woman.
Okay.
And that's the scary part. You gotta drive really careful.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a smashed car that I noticed on the road yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it's if you're heading towards the reserve,
Okay.
it's like right kind of around the bend.
Okay, then
Yeah.
probably just going too fast.
Oh, way too fast.
And then if you have that washboard effect on the road, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and only two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people underestimate the power of a bendy road.
Yeah, more of my work.
These are cool.
Here is to do with my dream.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I started my painting. This was the first how I started, and then I
Okay.
started working on all my paintings.
Yeah, you wanted to
So-
basically illustrate your...
Yeah, and so what I was concerned about was the moon. There was a symbol in the moon, symbols in the moon, and it kept clouding over, and there's these people, like silhouettes, in front of me. And I was really worried. I said, there's going to be a bad war, and I felt it's Iran. And everybody says, no, it's not Iran, everything else. And then I go, no, I don't know.
When was this?
This was back in September, October last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it hit me so bad.
Yeah.
And so I started painting it, and then I'm doing this, and I'm seeing these people walking in, and there's light in here, but I don't know what's going to happen. And it's almost like I'm not supposed to know. And then this is old woman again in here. And then I just was playing with it, and something in the moon. And then it went away, and then it came back, and I was really scared, and I don't want to have the third dream. I'm afraid of the third dream.
So you essentially predicted a war? So
Iran will start it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of makes
Iran
sense.
will be the instigator.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we gave them boatloads of cash. Well, not us, but
Yeah.
our neighbors
So
to the south gave them boatloads of cash to build nuclear weapons.
Yeah. And
Makes sense.
Years ago, I
Yeah.
swear without a lie, there was a dark-skinned woman in the USA who was going to become president. I thought it was the other one with Barack Obama.
Michelle, yeah.
And I told my son, I said, when a black American lady steps up as president, which will happen,
Oh, God.
I said, war will be at our door.
Yep.
And I also said, when that tree, my favorite tree, went over the water, I said to one of the M&R fellas, I said, when that tree goes in the water, I said, World War III will be here. They just looked at me, I'm weird. It's halfway in down
Yeah.
now. And I go, I don't know, I just get these premonitions
Yeah,
and stuff. And
that's
Like, I
interesting.
just think that they're weird, but they come
Yeah.
true, some of them, you know. And this is Wawa Lake. I wasn't really happy with that one, but I was just playing around. So I said, you know what, some things I just have to stop.
Oh, that's so cool.
I like this one too, because it's kind of moody there. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm real in a bad mood there, but I wasn't. Usually I'm in a good mood. And then I love old books.
Mm-hmm.
And I really suggest people read this one.
That sounds very familiar.
Have you ever read that one?
Celestine Prophecy. I don't think so. I think I've heard about it.
I want you to have that.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's for you.
Thank you.
And as we're going around,
Force of the ancient manuscript has been discovered within the pages now. It's into life itself. Okay. Huh. Great, thank you. I'll take a look at that.
my aunt, who is a true Republican, I'm not a Republican, Democrat, or anybody. I just want the best for everybody.
Independent.
Exactly. But so I said, "Oh, Auntie Sheila, could you? I want that hat." So
Yeah.
she went and bought me all these nice little goodies, like
those are
President
cool, actually.
Trump,
Wow.
and just so. I'll probably just give them to my son. Everybody says, "Oh, why'd you have that here?" He says, "You know what?
Why
There's
not?
evil and good. You know what? He's got some good points. He's
Yeah.
got some bad points.
Yeah, of
but you know
course.
what? We know he's human.
Yeah.
He's made mistakes. He slept around on his wife. And how many men do? Come on, you know, let's get real.
But let's
Everybody's
be realistic. No,
everybody-
no new wars when he was in office. Now what's
Thank
happening,
you.
right?
Thank you. And my aunt would say,
We'll take
"Thank
it.
you." Thank you.
Over everything else, we'll at least take that.
He's a brat for what he did to the
Sure.
other women, but you know what? We're all guilty of something.
Yeah.
So who are we to judge? So I bought all these little treasures in here for my grandsons.
Okay.
And
Oh man, I had that when I was a kid.
Oh
I think
my God.
probably the exact same one.
okay, he's broken.
That's so funny. He had the
Somebody-
pull cord, right?
Yeah, I have a corded one. I know I do. I better.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And did you
okay.
have her?
No, no.
She's
I
not hers.
the one that I had was probably older than that one.
Really?
It was from the original movie.
Yo!
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. We probably sold it in a garage sale or something. Yeah.
How many things did I?
I know, and then you
daughter
regret it
sell?
afterwards.
Yeah. Oh well, you know. Hopefully everybody's
Oh, wow,
having
look at
fun
this.
with them.
Titanic. It's like the best movie ever.
Which one is that?
Titanic.
Oh, I know. I
It's like
love it.
it's one of my favorites.
Oh, you know what? Just to see that staircase, it's so elegant. Hey, like
Yeah.
they don't make stuff like that anymore.
Well, they made a recreation of it at the Titanic Museum in Missouri, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's two museums. I think there's one in Vegas, and then there's another one in I don't remember the name of the town, but it's in Missouri, and it's
Wow.
really cool because it's to spec, and it's actual like real gold. And it's an exact recreation of what the original one looked
My
like.
grandson Ben has to go
Yeah.
and see that place because
Oh,
he's really into
it's
the Titanic.
really
He's
incredible.
only 5.
And they have tons
Or
of
no, he's 7 now.
and they have tons of like artifacts that they've pulled up from the ship and stuff like that, or things that people had kept who were on the ship, and it was really neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
just those memories, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So all these balls were donated to me because you can't sell them or whatever. You can't even barter with them. So they were gifted to me.
Okay.
And they were just a collection of someone's in Wawa. So I got them back. And I like to gift them to somebody else.
Yeah.
For maybe pickerel dinner.
Okay.
Art by other people. This is by Miss Saunders, Carol Saunders. She has since passed, but that's about the ravens. I think there's about 7 ravens in that painting.
Oh wow.
And that's the old church and the mission that I painted years ago. I just recently painted that one for the reunion. And I was going, okay, but it's not perfect because I was kind of rushing to do it.
Yeah.
Jim Saunders, a local potter, he did that. Beautiful, beautiful piece of work.
Where's that lighthouse?
I don't know. I never really asked him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Probably in the area.
Somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere up here.
Now, this I was painting Wawa Lake.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, it's not finished. But I want you to look at it really close and see if you see anything.
I see like multiple things. I see a man's face right there.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what you saw?
Nope.
No?
I see a dog. Here's his
Okay.
ears, here's his face, here's his snout,
Mhm.
here's his neck, and here's his back. And then somebody else said they seen a dog here, and I stopped all the painting on it. And
Yeah.
everybody else, but like you.
I feel almost like it
Yeah.
looks like the backside of an animal looking in this
Yeah,
direction.
Yeah.
That's also what I
yeah.
see.
So I left it like that.
Mhm.
And what I did was I put rocks here. So I thought, okay, what can I do with these rocks? I heard about these rocks called thunderstones that the natives call.
Okay.
And they're used for rattles and drums. So I said, and a lady from Wawa, native, she told me that there's only 2 places where you can get these thunderstones.
Oh, really?
And Driftwood Beach
Mhm.
and Old Woman Bay.
Okay.
The only 2 places. So I thought, well, I'm going to put a thunderstone in here, and it brings good luck to people. It's,
Yeah.
You know, you've got to believe. If you believe in yourself, you could believe in anything because the mind is so powerful. It's just a stone, but
Right.
you know, you put your energy into it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still a living thing.
Mhm.
You know, everything's living. Everything. And this is my dad. I want to do something in his memory, so I recreated his book, and I added to it about his diamond vine.
Mhm.
But he wrote the book about log building, the upright log building.
Okay.
He perfected it, and so I added that to it. Geologist Ann Wilson had given me. She did the write-up. She did an awesome job.
Right.
And then at the back, my friend Frank Rassico, who was spearheaded this idea for me too to get these books done, but actually I did it at the library at first, but I added a picture of Mom and Dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in their memory.
And they've
Yeah.
both passed on.
Yeah, they both passed. Yeah. So I have those for sale here, and then they're for sale at Young's General Store. That's because I'm not open that much here.
Yeah.
I just open up by appointment, stuff like that. I got this beautiful piece
Oh wow, yeah, that is
from
nice.
Friends in Hawk, and I believe it came from the harbor, Mishmacotton Harbor, because that's where the I don't know if they were called Mennonites or the early pioneers that came over here
Okay.
to do work. And so that was in the store down there. And this moose is made by a fella in southern Ontario. He does all this work.
Oh, that's cool.
He does a gorgeous job.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I have it somewhere. And here's a picture of, this is one of my favorite photos. And I believe that this piece here came from a store that was located here.
Okay.
But this is the Oaks Hotel, and it burnt down. This is in the harbor as you're going to the reserve. It burnt down in 1904, so this might have been taken in the late 1800s.
Oh, wow.
And here's the docks.
That's Mickapicketton Harbor?
Bishop Cotton Harbor. Yeah.
Okay.
It's nothing there now. It's just pieces of this.
Yeah,
that's all that's left.
It's all abandoned, right?
And this painting was done by Darlene Jordan. She's a Wawa girl.
Yeah.
And I won that in a raffle. Someone was getting married and they were trying to make funds for the marriage. And so I bought some tickets and I won.
Yeah.
Wrote a book.
Land of Big Goose.
Yeah, and she's the one that bought this.
Yeah.
This was her fort. But the whole story is here about everything, the early fur traders. It's pretty interesting. Got lots of history here. And Mr. Turcot, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had this. And it came out here after it retired.
Yeah.
And then everybody was shooting at it, destroying it. So my
of course.
dad and Mr. Becker
Brought it to town, I guess.
brought it to town, fixed it up, and it's now at Young's General Store.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, and here's another painting of a ballerina or whatever, gymnastics or whatever you call it.
Gymnast, I believe.
Is that what it is? Okay.
I think so.
It's getting
Don't hold me
warm,
to it. I think that's what it's called.
And this is a picture of the artist, and she did this picture too. But she's an amazing artist.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I bought this off of her mom. And this is Spirit Island. This was done by a young girl, Anna Lachine. I commissioned her to do it. And then here, this is the end of Driftwood Beach.
Yeah.
And this is over by Naturally Superior Adventures.
Okay.
It used to be called the Old Government Dog. And
Okay. I thought it still was. I was there yesterday. I could have sworn that's what the sign said.
hoping that they're calling it that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sign said government dog.
It's gonna.
Oh, cool.
I love this drone.
Yeah,
just
it really
speaks
resonates.
to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It like makes the whole building like vibrate.
Just hear it.
Yeah.
Especially on a hot day. Oh, it's so nice.
Oh, quite a lot of little neat items in here. Hockey game there. Cool. That was really cool. So that's from when's that from?
I think that was
80s?
Yeah, maybe the 90s.
Okay, so that's
80s, 90s.
Mickapicketton Harbor. That's actually a spot that I went to many years ago.
Yeah.
It's all abandoned now. But it was a really, really cool experience.
I think I think you're gonna see it being rebuilt again.
Oh yeah? I've seen.
I have a sneaky suspicion together again.
Yeah.
You know, really.
So what was the experience like when the storm happened?
Oh.
You were probably here when it happened,
Yeah,
right?
I know our road washed out. My dad had to rebuild
Yeah.
up on the top part. He had to rebuild all
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty devastating.
Yeah. The highway was there was a
Closed, yeah.
sinkhole,
Yep.
right? And did the river just like completely rise too? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was
That must have
crazy.
been
Oh, it was
scary.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But a lot of the actual town wasn't really affected, right? Because they're too far out.
No, we were far.
But just everything kind of around it.
Mission,
Probably the reserve. They were
yeah,
probably
the
affected
reserve
too.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So I had some questions like about the reserve. So like I noticed there was a lot of the dresses that they hang up in the trees.
Paper missing and-
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what that was for,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was looking for somebody to kind of talk to yesterday, but there wasn't really anybody around.
Aw,
I don't know. I think they were down like by the beach and in the
Okay.
sacred area,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
drive in there and
yeah.
bother them. They're doing
Yeah.
their thing, right?
Like,
So,
yeah, like, you know what? There's still a lot of people that don't know what
Mhm.
the red dress means.
Yeah.
Because I put a few around the area for
Right.
the last 15 years. And across the road, I put one. It was a beautiful dress. It even had the price tag
yeah.
on it.
Oh yeah.
I bought it off of Gord McIntyre.
Yeah.
He had all these dresses. He was having this big sale on Wawa Main
Mhm.
Street. So I said, oh, I want to get these for the girls
Yeah.
that are gone missing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Was there any from this area
uh,
that they know of?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Yeah. And well, I mean, it was such a long period of time. It's like, who knows why the people were doing that, right? Like, it's such a sad thing to think about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You know, so many people are trusting and they don't
Yeah.
understand how the evils out there
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
grab them and destroy them.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So yeah, but going back to, a lot of people don't know about the red dress. They have no
Right.
understanding. I go,
Yeah.
you haven't heard about the red dress? So I'd tell people. And so I'd place dresses all over the place. And I'd go back and people would steal my dresses.
No.
But they never stole a dress over here. And it's been hanging there for about 7 years now.
Okay.
So it's really worn.
Just the other ones,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
They're just like, oh, look, a free dress in
Yeah,
a tree,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
They don't
They
understand that it's
and if they could use it,
the
that's
symbolism
okay.
behind
Yeah.
it, I guess.
So hopefully, you know, if they hear about this.
Yeah, maybe they'll
"Hey,
come
I
back."
stole that dress just outside of Wawa. Yeah,
Oh,
could
that's
you
so
do a good
funny.
deed, maybe, please, for the animals or the children?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and even the old folks. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting up there, but I'm hoping I'm gone before I'm too old.
Oh, man. Alrighty. Alright, guys. Well, that was Joni. Such a fascinating person. You can tell she's really, really intelligent. And honestly, it was just such a cool experience meeting her and her showing me around, showing me her museum, her incredible properties, so off the grid. I think I might actually come back. So basically, if you go through, it is so freaking loud here. Let me close these windows. But if you go all the way through the property, which I could do if I want to, I don't have enough time to do it today. There's a serene piece of beach all the way back there that is considered part of the provincial park. You just have to pass her piece of land in order to get there. It's kind of funny how that works out. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to head over to Red Rock and go and visit the gang over there for the night. Hopefully I will get to see the Northern Lights. The sky has really opened up. The weather is so perfect. It was supposed to be like cloudy today, but it looks really, really good. We're going to have an incredible drive all the way there. First, I need to go get a coffee, so I'm going to do that, probably grab something really, really quick to eat, and then we got a 4-hour drive. I will probably film some more stuff along the way. Don't know exactly what we're going to see, but what we see, and it's all going to be really beautiful, because this is the best part of this drive. So, let's hit the road.